Hello, friends. Welcome to the show with no name. It's my pleasure to present the Jerry Garcia Band, and they are from Frisco. This is Jerry's ongoing side project concurrent with his work with the Grateful Dead. There were tours and albums, but sporadically, often on scheduled breaks from the main band, sometimes not. The lineup was fluid over the band's 2 decades, beginning in 1975. Bassist John Kahn was around the longest, besides Jerry, of course. Melvin Seals served as keyboardist from 1980 onward. If the Dead was worldly and avant-garde, the Jerry Band was R&B and Americana, although Jerry's guitar soloing provided for crossovers. There were covers, notably Holland Dozier Holland's on How Sweet It Is to Be Loved by You, which became a signature song. Jimmy Cliff's The Harder They Come, John Lennon's Dear Prudence, Smokey Robinson's The Way You Do the Things You Do, and I Second That Emotion, Robert Robertson, The Night They Drove Old Dixie Down, and Wilson Pickett's In the Midnight Hour. And of course, several Bob Dylan songs. The list goes on. There were also some Garcia Hunter originals. Gomorrah, Cats Under the Stars, Reuben and Charisse were some, and Deal, Sugary, and Friend of the Devil were shared by both bands. There were the two albums, Cats Down Under the Stars and the live Jerry Garcia Band album. Here's Cats Down Under the Stars. 1. Reuben and Charisse. This is Carnival, a mandolin that is alive. Forms a love triangle with Reuben, Charisse, and Ruby. Very interesting story song. 2. Love in the Afternoon. This one's got Maria Muldaur and Jerry in a duet. 3. Palm Sunday. Another snore with an annoying harmonica. 4. Cats Under the Stars. Now this is what we're here for. This is excellent. 5. Rhapsody in Red. Could have been on Shakedown Street. Donna was better in the Jerry Band than anything she did with the Dead. Her song with Bobby's are horrible. Deadheads ignore it, though. I'm not sure why Donna Godshaw had to be in the Dead back for that long stretch of time. Could it be because Bob Weir thought his voice was giving out? It's quite possible. 7. Down Home. This one is even worse. It's these two songs that kept this album from selling well. Sorry, Donna. 8. Gomorrah. This is also with Maria Muldaur, and this is the best track. The story in the Bible of Sodom and Gomorrah, and Lot's wife being turned to a pillar of salt. 1. This is the Jerry Band. The other songs. 1. Waiting for a Miracle. This is with Bruce Cockburn. It's laid back and smooth. 2, Simple Twist of Fate. This is Bob Dylan's song. Homespun version. It's so non-Dylan though. 3, Get Out of My Life. Alan Toussaint, a mild rocker. It's a little like the new Speedway Boogie, I think. 4, My Sisters and Brothers. It's Charles Johnson. This is revivalist music. 5, I Shall Be Released, also Dylan, and Jerry does this like it's his own song. He makes it his own. 6, Stop That Train by Peter Tosh, more revivalism. 7, Senor, Tales of Yankee Power. This is also a Bob Dylan cover. 8, Evangeline. David Hidalgo and Louis Perez wrote that. 9, Don't Let Go. And Jesse Stone wrote that. 10, That Lucky Old Sun. It was by Gillespie and Smith. And finally 11, Tangled Up in Blue, Bob Dylan. Very slick, not folky. The lyrics are just like on Bob's first studio version. And as you probably know, there are many different versions of this song depending on how Bob decides to sing it, either with 7 verses, 11 verses, or 17 verses. Take your pick. It's quite a story. There were 26 more albums of live performances by the Jerry Band. Many were released posthumously, as you might imagine. This is just the Jerry Band. There must be hundreds of official as well as thousands of unofficial live albums out, and lots of bootlegs, which, by the way, were encouraged at all shows Jerry was a part of. It's just part of being a Deadhead. You go to the concert, you can record what they're doing, even if you've got really, really nice, expensive recording equipment, digital or otherwise. It was encouraged. It's just quite a way to go for a band. I give bands that do this a lot of credit. There's more. I'm sure Fish does it. Humphrey Murphy, I think they do it. Probably just about any jam band does it. Why not? The shows aren't going to be the same each time. They're going to be different. All right. Donna sounds pretty good here, doesn't she? Yeah. Is that... I think that's her. She's in a Grateful Dead cover band nowadays. You should check that out. Yeah. Is she singing any better? I don't know if I could say that. Thanks for everybody being on my show with me. I sure have a lot of fun doing these for you. I'll be back next time. Who we're going to look at, East Coast Pete?